Black Ops 4 introduced a great number of things that are to this day underappreciated, but the craziest among them is Gauntlets. This mode gives you a new challenge every round. While I try to get good on harder maps for other videos, I took a stab at the IX Gauntlet Veni Vidi Zombie. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. This lets me know what you want to see more of and will help me reach my goal of getting monetized this year. Starting off, we have the first challenge, What's the Point? The point is for views, duh. This one was no problem. I just knifed these zombies without getting clawed back. Round 2's challenge is Speed Demons, where all the zombies sprint after you like you criticized some part of Origins on Reddit. I decided to buy the Strife because in my mind I thought, hey, the knife operator mod will make this a breeze, right? That's when I remembered I removed the knife in order to do some camo grinding. Only MLG strats on this channel. No problem. I'm able to put them down fairly quickly with some shooty. Round 3 is Straight Shooter. If I miss a zombie, I lose health, and each missed shot is 50 damage. And before you ask, no, you can't just melee the zombies because it's disabled, and that would be too easy. But imagine if whiffed melee attacks also cause damage. Since I failed this gauntlet a couple times, once or twice in stupid fashion, I decided to actually aim for the zombies' heads. I did miss a shot, but otherwise, I finished it no problem. Round 4, Ride Shotgun, is the reason why I spawned in with the MOG 12, because it's the only gun you could use. If you've seen any of my other Black Ops 4 videos, you know that I love to fillet the Strife, and who wouldn't? That sexy stiletto knife calls for me. But the MOG 12 is no slouch either, and it eliminates the risk of taking dump downs, from melee damage that is. I have killed myself by getting stuck on the green gas that comes from the gates that only open on special rounds before. Round 5 is Shielded, and I need to possess the Brazen Bull by the end of the round. I play this like a total nerd and open the Ra statue door instead of crossing the bridge from the Danu Tower. This is because opening the tower door costs 750 points and the bridge costs 1,000. After grabbing the shield piece in the Ra tower, I headed under the map, making my way to the other side. In the Odin tower, I switched to my Strife because I think I'm still getting more points using that than the shotgun, which allows me to open the door to the Zeus tower. Again, this is cheaper than the bridge from Odin because that, for some unholy reason, is 2,000 points. After grabbing the Zeus and Odin shield pieces, I built the shield and finished the round. Round 6, Open Sesame. All doors have to be opened by the end of the round, and I've got the most expensive doors still to buy. The doors from the Odin and Zeus towers both cost 2,000 points. Thankfully, more zombies spawn in on this round than they would on a normal round 6, so I'm able to build up points and open all the doors, dodge this tiger that probably should have given me my first red skull. But since this isn't Captain America, I didn't get one. I still had 1,000,000 zombies left, so I figured, screw it, why not get some stuff done? I did your typical 9 shenanigans. Killed the 4 champions, opened Pack-a-Punch, started the quest for the death of Orion since I'm gonna want it later on, and bought a couple of perks. Prioritizing Stamina to turn into DJ Keemstar and Victorious Tortoise for the next round. Buy the Horns as round 7, and you can only kill zombies with shield attacks. Doesn't matter if it's with melee or shooting fire, as long as it's a shield, you can kill him. I don't usually run Victorious Tortoise, but I'm a big fan of the Brazen Bull shield, so I'm more than happy to get a little bit horny. Round 8 is named after me. It's called Creeper. You can only use weapons while crouched, so I bought Dying Wish and started working on my quads. Honestly, Scarlet's ass is going to be as strong as Diamond by the end of this round, and there's probably some Rule 34 artists out there getting inspiration from that joke, but that's alright. Fictional breadheads are welcome on this channel. I decided to cheese a bit using my specialist to speed up the round. Round 9 is a fun one. It's called 9 Lives, and you have to kill 9 gladiators on the challenge podium. I've played 9 so many times in my life that I know that these Russell Crowe assholes are no match for a bronze cow with a flaming guitar. 9's my second favorite map on this game, and I'd even put it in my top 5 maps of all time. It's the easiest to jump into and get to round 30 or higher in a relatively quick fashion. It's also the best map for heavy zombie kills because it spams them. Round 10 is Temple of Gloom, my dad's favorite Indiana Jones movie. I think that's right. Anyway, you just need to survive the round in the temple, which is made much easier by the game dropping a nuke for me as soon as I get there. Honestly, they should have saved this challenge for later, like on round 15 when the first Blight Father spawns. But I understand it's not exactly the hardest place to hang out regardless. It's kinda like a Culver's at lunchtime. Completing round 10 gave us the bronze medal and meant we're a third of the way done. Round 11 is Shoot from the Hip, and if you can't figure out what you have to do, then I'm sorry for you. I Pack-a-Punched my MOG 12 into the OMG right hook because shotguns are the epitome of not needing to aim. Who the hell comes up with these gun names? Remember back in Black Ops 1 when every gun was 115 something or other because they couldn't think of anything? I got a fire sale which worked out in my favor because it was time to go shopping. After getting Escargoon from Kirby right back at ya, I got the real wonder weapon of Black Ops 4, the Hellion Salvo. I can hear the collective groan from those of you familiar with Black Ops 4, but if you haven't used the salvo Salvo or played Black Ops 4 and are wondering why I want a rocket launcher, which is historically a crappy class in zombies, this one's built different. The Hellion Salvo is the best box gun in the game and probably all of zombies history, overshadowing almost every wonder weapon in Black Ops 4. I'd probably only put the Alistair's Annihilator and Hand of Charon above it, but let me know what you think on that matter. A couple of rockets and some blasts from the shotgun resulted in the end of the round. Slowpoke, my identical twin in the Pokemon universe, is round 12. I can't sprint. My Odin perk is crying from neglect, but this time the parental neglect is not my fault. There's not too much to say about this round really. I headed back to the arena and did my thing, shooting and dragoning zombies until it was over. Round 13 is Pack It In, where I need to pack a punch 2 different weapons during the round. I was afraid I had to buy a different gun and replace my Mag 12, resulting in a minimum of a 5,500 point expense, but thankfully repacking a gun does indeed count. Of course, I then traded my Mag 12 for a Strife because I didn't know that I could do this until after the fact. I blame it on whatever ASMR I was listening to at the time, but let's just say it's all part of my mastered strategy to beat the gauntlet, or part of the camo grind. Bored to Death is round 14, and I need to earn 1,000 points from board opening. You're probably asking yourself, how the hell am I gonna make this into an interesting segment? Well, my friend, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not, but I will thank everyone for their support since the channel started, and especially in 2024. Your views, watch time, and subs have been so incredible. This year alone, my 2 Black Ops 4 videos have become the 3rd and 4th most watched videos on my channel, and my Black Ops 4 achievement video looks like it's gonna complete the push to be the 2nd most viewed video within the next couple months. Thank you so much. But back to the game. I sat here at the window in the Rod Tower as this zombie continually tore the boards down, and I repaired them until I was up to 1,000 points. I then mercifully ended this guy who probably has the most splintered hands in the history of hands. During the round transition, I grabbed PhD sliders so I didn't blow Scarlet's legs off. Round 15 is When in Rome, where you have to get naked and defend the bathhouse. Actually, my wife just let me know that I didn't have to get naked for this bit. At least I don't use a webcam, right? This is where the Hellion Salvo is going to become more clutch than a manual car. This bathhouse is lavishly spacious when they come by to film an episode of House Hunters, but in this challenge, zombies and a Blight Father decide to try and wash your back for you. I give them a nice rocket launcher bath bomb as a thanks for their hospitality. Round 16 is straightforward. Perks of the job requires you to finish the round with at least 3 perks, but as you can see, I already have all 4. The Hellion Salvo is borderline cheating in this game, I swear. I'm in a tiny part of the arena, surrounded by fire and walls, but this rocket launcher blows up everything in a 5-state radius. After thinning the herd, I use the acid trap on the statue head I got earlier in the video to get the spigot for the death of Orion. The Mag 12 is back, baby! Round 17 is Shotgun Wedding. Thankfully, I was near the wall by in the Danu Tower because I'm lazy and don't like to move. I mean, I like to conserve my energy. I probably should have pack-a-punched this thing in retrospect since it's round 17. There are a lot of zombies, but honestly, this unpacked Mag is still putting in the work, killing in 2 headshots. Plus, the ammo is cheap, and I don't need to buy anything other than the ammo and new shields at this point, so why bother? Just kidding. I was tired of that shit, so I decided to pack a punch, but only at the end of the round. I used the bulk of my points on upgrading the Hellion Salvo because it's immensely more helpful in the long run. After I finished pack-a-punching, I killed the last gladiator and heard the all-too-familiar quote telling me the crowd loves me, so I raced up to the arena. Round 18 is Heads Up, so after I picked up my little golden jar for the death of Orion, I got to work. Let me show you the cheesiest of cheese. You can only kill zombies with headshots this round, but check it out. I can shoot the floor with the Hellion Salvo and it kills all the zombies. You might think I've screwed myself and lost this round, but it's not the case. For some stupid reason, the Hellion Salvo kills count as headshot kills. Honestly, this really should have been patched back in the day, because this is just broken and takes away the challenge. But hey, a win's a win. I put the spigot in the tree and set down my vase before the round ended so I could get the poison for the death of Orion. Killing the last zombie filled it up, and I was good to poison the mystery box whenever. Round 19 is 9 minutes in hell. It's pretty easy to understand. You need to survive 9 minutes on round 19 of 9. The easiest way to accomplish this is to hang out in the arena. Quite frankly, why wouldn't you? It's one of the best training spots in zombies, and definitely the best on Black Ops 4. Technically, you could just run around for 9 minutes and not use any ammo, but I would advise against that. Instead, you should kill a good amount of zombies during these 9 minutes in order to rack up points for future rounds. You can imagine hundreds of zombies spawn in, and you have this wide open area to kill them. So you're playing with fire if you just dodge them and could get yourself into trouble later on. Can I give the 9-pap camo some love? I love the moving color juxtaposed with the gold. It flows together so cleanly. In the comments, why don't you tell me what your favorite pack-a-punch camo is on any game? It doesn't have to just be Black Ops 4. Let's skip a bunch of time so you aren't bored out of your skull as I run around waiting for 9 minutes to end. I end the round with over 30,000 points, which will help later. Round 20 is Coliseum Carnage, and all I have to do is defend the arena, which I've basically been doing for half this video. video. I decided to test my luck in the time I have before I have to get to the arena, poisoning the mystery box and pack-a-punching the death of Orion into the Circuit's Kiss and arriving with time to spare. As mentioned plenty of times before, the arena is an easy place to train, especially when you have a rocket launcher that one-shots gladiators and three-shots Blightfathers. I do have a bit of a close call as my dying wish activates due to the axe of a gladiator, but I'm able to zap the last couple of zombies with the magic scorpion by giving it a hug to move on and get the silver medal. Round 21, you made your points. Any damage to me causes point drain. Thankfully the fire's off and I have PhD slider, or this might be hell on earth. You can see here I lost 3,450 points to the fireboy busting on me, so it's not like point drain is something you could just completely ignore. But some good movement and overpowered weaponry makes this doable without too much fuss. Round 22 is packing heat, and I need 2 fully pack-a-punched weapons by the end of the round. Mission accomplished. I already have 2. Now it's time for more rockets into the sand, making Anakin Skywalker wince in disgust before moving on to the next round. Round 23 is easy, Tiger. I need to survive the Tiger offensive, and that sounds pretty damn intense to me. As you can already see in the first half minute of this round, it lives up to its name. Tigers are already an endangered species, so this round makes me wonder, is Scarlet responsible for this? Did she go back to ancient Rome and kill so many tigers that they're now endangered? Is she the reason that Tony the Tiger and his sexy ass exist? Oh, sorry about that. No idea where that came from. After killing who knows how many tigers, I decided to indulge in gambling at the mystery box, but gave it up after not getting the homunculus, which is today's mystery Mousketool. Round 24 is pretty simple. Feeling trapped makes you have to kill 25 zombies with traps, though you can still kill them normally if need be. Since there are a gazillion zombies that spawn at this point in the game, it's not tough at all. My first hit of the acid trap killed 19 of them, while the blade trap between the Ra and Danu towers took out the last 6, and many more I needed to complete the objective. Back to the arena to finish off the round, occasionally retreating to the towers to get myself out of a jam, especially when the fire decided to burn my feet. With how cold I get working in my room during the day, maybe it's a good thing. I decided to let the Circuit's Kiss have some time in the spotlight so I didn't obliterate every zombie and end the round before even more mystery box roulette. But I was blessed with the first hit homunculus this time. I made my way back down to the pit to grab a new shield and start the next round. Into the pit on round 25 is a lockdown where you have to, you guessed it, defend the pit. This is the round I wanted the homunculus for because there isn't much wiggle room here, which is the most important factor when buying a dad shoe. Zombies come out of all the doors and several spots on the wall, making it easy to get cut off. I run around this area, setting off the blade trap, throwing the homunculus, and blasting my feet off with the Hellion salvo. After much carnage, I finish the round and make it back into the sunlight. Round 26 is one of the meanest rounds of the gauntlet, weapon roulette. As the name implies, your gun will swap every few seconds at random. The kicker is, you might not even get a pack-a-punched weapon, as you can see by this example where I got the ballistic knife, which is complete shit at this point since I don't have ethereal razor, and it almost got me killed on the challenge podium. I had to play more carefully than I have been and kill zombies when I get a pack-a-punched weapon. This pack-a-punched Essex here reminds me of that video I did where I only used it on this map. Thankfully, an insta-kill and a lucky nuke helped me get through the round. The meanest part of the round though, you don't get your original weapons back, which means I lost my Hellion salvo. Round 27 is the final of the 3 Mog 12 rounds. Give it your best shotgun. I'm gonna be completely frank with everyone watching. This one took over half an hour to complete. My thought process at the start was that I would just muscle through the round with an unpacked Mog 12, buying ammo as I needed it, and getting set up at the end of the round because at this point it was too dangerous to pack a punch in mid-round. Yeah, that was one of the water zombies beefed up all the other zombies, so it was taking almost an entire Mog 12 worth of ammo just to kill one. Don't even get me started on the Blightfather and the gladiators. I've had many dumb ideas throughout my zombies life, including picking up a live grenade that my wife threw and it downed me and took my Juggernog back in 2010 on 5, jumping headfirst into a Thrasher on Zetsubo no Shima, and trying to run through the Gorod Krovi's Dragonfire. But trying to do this without pack-a-punching took the cake. Eventually I pack-a-punched the Mog 12, and through willpower strong enough to make me a Green Lantern, I managed to get down to the last couple of zombies of the round. I proceeded to spin the mystery box an unhealthy amount of times, wasting my entire 401k in the process, and got the Hellion salvo back and pack-a-punched it to max level. I also pack-a-punched the Mog 12 to max level because I figured why bother with anything else. I killed the last zombie and bleached my eyeballs. Round 28 is Percolate, requiring you to finish the round with 4 or more perks. Now I couldn't get the Viking Easter egg to work for a free perk, and you don't get a free perk from the challenge podiums on the gauntlet, so 4 would have to do. Fortunately, I'm ahead of the game and already have 4, so my efficient ass was good as long as I didn't get my throat ripped out. After that Mog 12 round, I had no qualms about using the Hellion salvo to blow these assholes up. It's like spraying a wasp mess at night. So satisfying. Round 29 is the penultimate round and is the farthest I've gotten in the gauntlet. The whole 9 yards makes you run to various parts of the map and do a lockdown at each location. If you don't reach your location in time, you're shit out of luck. This is where you better have stamina up in the modifier spot, or else you'll make it by the skin of your teeth, if not at all. This is crazy hectic, so the Hellion Salvo and Homunculus came in clutch at every spot. Some areas aren't that bad, like the tower entrances or the temple, but places like the Cursed Room seem like they'd be impossible without these two beastly weapons. Eventually, you'll need to defend the bridges between the towers, which are narrow, and zombies come at you from all directions. Thankfully, you can use the blade trap between Rot and Danu towers to watch your back as you defend one direction, but it doesn't last the whole time. Between the Zeus and Odin tower, I had to use Old Faithful, the level 3 Viper and Dragon. The level 3 special attack has a monkey bomb effect that lets me shoot a zombie outside the area, attracting the other zombies. This gives my introverted self a little space. I ended this round where it began, on the challenge podium. I injected my hyperactive little buddy with Barry Bond's well-balanced breakfast and shot the floor with rockets until it was over. The final round is in the room. This round is half the boss fight on this map, only having to kill one of the elephants. Well, I say only, but honestly, I've never done the Easter egg on 9, so I wasn't quite sure what I got myself into. This resulted in me running out of Hellion Salvo ammo at the start of the fight. I hoped it was almost dead and I could finish it with my specialist, but it was one tanky pachyderm. I stepped into the fire thinking it'd be like Ancient Evil and refill my specialist, but apparently I'm stupid and that's not the case. I popped an Arsenal Accelerator elixir so I could quickly recharge my specialist, but it wasn't quite as fast as I had hoped. Eventually I refilled my specialist and went after Dumbo again, but this still didn't do the trick. After a few minutes I was also out of Mog 12 and Brazen Bolt ammo, and 0 max ammos were making an appearance. With absolutely nothing to shoot the elephant with other than my own saliva, I had one plan. I ran around the arena like a damn idiot, waiting for my homunculus to recharge, throw the homunculus, pray to God that it refilled my specialist, use my specialist, then repeat the whole process until the elephant was dead. After over 20 minutes of this, and wanting to give up my teetotal ways in the form of a bathtub full of absinthe, I killed the elephant and won the gold medal. Honestly, this gauntlet wasn't too bad, and if I wasn't such a chicken with pack-a-punching the Mog 12 and had a better second weapon against the elephant, I could have gotten this done sooner, maybe even under 2 hours. Hell, I even got 3 Hellion Salvo camos. Thanks for watching, and if you like this Black Ops 4 video, check out some of my others on screen now.